April of 1483, King Edward IV died suddenly and unexpectedly. His 12-year-old son, Edward V, was next in line to the throne, followed by his younger brother, Richard, Duke of York. Their uncle, Richard, Duke of Gloucester, was named Lord Protector, and he was meant to govern the kingdom on behalf of Edward V until he reached his age of majority. Edward was immediately taken to the Tower of London, which was then the traditional place for a monarch to prepare for their coronation, and he was later joined by his younger brother Richard. But before the coronation could take place, something changed. Robert Stillington, the Bishop of Bath and Wells, came forward and stated that King Edward IV's marriage to the boy's mother, Elizabeth Woodville, was never valid, because Edward IV was supposedly already married and bigamy was not allowed. As a result of this claim, all of Edward IV's children by Elizabeth Woodville, including the boys, were declared illegitimate. And so the throne passed to their uncle, Richard, Duke of Gloucester. In the meantime, the boys were still being held in the Tower of London. Something sinister was afoot, as by the end of the summer, the boys had vanished. Chroniclers such as Dominic Mancini claimed that they were last seen playing at the butts in the Tower courtyard. And then after that, there were no more recorded sightings of the boys. So what exactly happened to them? Here's the thing. No one actually knows, but the most likely outcome is that the boys were murdered. There are three main suspects in this case: Richard III, Henry VII, and Henry Stafford, 2nd Duke of Buckingham. And if you're Philippa Gregory, there is a fourth suspect, Margaret Beaufort, Countess of Derby and Richmond, also known as My Lady, the King's Mother. Personally, I think it was this guy, whether on Richard's orders or his own initiative, I don't know. But at the very least, I do believe that he was the one that carried out the act, or at least gave the orders on Richard's behalf. No confirmed remains have ever been found of the princess in the Tower. In 1674, workers found the remains of two small skeletons buried under a staircase in the Tower of London. The orders of Charles II, bodies were declared to be King Edward V and Prince Richard, Duke of York. The remains were then reburied in Westminster Abbey, where they can still be found today. The reason this is significant is because Sir Thomas More reports in his account of Richard III that the princess' remains were buried under a staircase in the Tower. Whether these remains actually belong to the princess in the Tower, we will never know. Experts have asked to test the bones, but Queen Elizabeth II repeatedly denied these requests. So for now, the case remains unsolved. Realistically, the most likely candidate was Richard III, even if Philippa Langley does disagree with that. Tell me your theory in the comments, and if you're interested in history, then hit the like and follow, and let me know in the comments what sort of content you want to see. Until next time.